I don't, for the simple fact, Skip, Lamar's going to say Jalen had another year on his contract. I don't. So he had another year plus 2 years of franchise tags. I just got the 2 years of franchise, but I played all the ink out on my contract. And remember, we ran into this, Skip, with Dak. When he saw Jared Goff and he saw walking to him, he said, no, Jerry, what you don't understand is that they came to those guys with 2 years left on their contracts and says, okay, let's do something. You're coming to me, the ink's dry. I got no more ink. There's nothing else written on my contract. And you wanted to give me comparable money to them? No. You should have come to me earlier and said when they were getting deals, okay, now. But now I can't do this. And when you look at it, Lamar Jackson's deal, Jalen Hurts' deal, Skip, he gets 179, about $180 million guaranteed.
Yep.
110 million of that is guaranteed at signing. 126 of it, so he's going to play basically 17 games for $126 million because by March, because of March of 2024, he gets another 16 million.
Okay.
I think that's a good deal. He gets half of the money guaranteed. I said, okay, because all I'm looking at, Skip, is really the first 3 years of contract. All that other stuff, 5 year, 6 year deal, that's all that stuff is just to try to spread it out, to try to prorate it, make sure it's evenly spread. And so the first couple of years, the cap number isn't so high.
Yep.
Probably go back to the back end, that cap number probably $80, $90 million.
Yep.
But that's neither here nor there. So for me, Skip, Lamar is looking at it, but Lamar has himself to blame for this because I guarantee you, his agent, guess where they was working at the framework of this deal at? The combine. Also, the owners' meetings where agents go that represent clients. That's where the framework of these deals are done.
Agreed.
Trades are done. Okay, Lamar, you want your mom to do it? There you go.
Yep.
Go to the combine. Go to the owners' meeting. But you didn't because you're going to save a few dollars. And everybody's applauding you on the back. Jalen Hurts got another year left in the contract. He done got his money.
He did.
He got $110 million in the pocket right now. Burning a hole in the pocket. He want to go spend it somewhere. He want to buy something.
Well, he knows he's going to get 180 no matter what happens, right? Done deal.
But you know what? Eventually, hopefully, you sign a long-term deal and you're going to save yourself some money. But you created some stress on yourself, and you're going to be looking at the Ravens sideways. He feels some type of way about the Ravens because it reported he said that he asked to be traded. Teams that have a great players that have a great relationship with the team, they don't ask to be traded.
They do not. Agreed.
A lot of this could have been resolved had he had representative, because what people don't understand, Skip, is easy. If I'm a total free agent, they don't put no tags on me. I'm not restricted. I'm totally free. Yes, Skip, I can go shop my services. But there's nuances to having the franchise tag placed on you. Now you're not totally free.
No.
But your agent can work behind the scenes at the combine when everybody is there, all the big wigs are there.
Yep.
Or you can go to the owners meeting where every owner and everybody else are there and says, okay, guys, how we get a deal done?
Yep.
What we need? What if we go to Baltimore? Baltimore, would you be willing to take a first and a third? I got set. Let's just say it's Seattle. I'm gonna just throw it out a team. I'm not saying that it is. Just sign Geno Smith. Let's just say it's Seattle. Seattle say they might be willing to offer a first and a third, and they'll swap. They'll give you their second, you give them their fourth.
Maybe.
In 2024.
Yeah.
Would that something you're amenable to? Lamar, I got this on the table for you right here. I've talked to such and such. They'd be willing to trade a first and a second, first and a third, maybe a fifth and 24, and they got, say, 210 with 180 guaranteed. Would that interest you? What do you got? Who are you talking to?
Yep. Okay. I co-sign everything you just said. The problem with debating this is I don't know what exactly to believe. I don't know what numbers concerning Lamar are real and not real. I don't know what are propaganda from Baltimore or what are reality from Lamar. I don't know. It's a lot of he said.
Right.
And it's hard to take a complete and utter stand on this because I don't know if they're trying to bamboozle the media about what has been offered. But this has been brought up several times over the last 12 hours, but Adam Schefter reported back in September, and we both know Adam and have nothing but respect for him. He reported there was an offer on the table for $200 million guaranteed total. $200 million guaranteed. Now, I don't know if it's just for 3 years or 4 or whatever. I'm unclear about that. But $200 million obviously is $20 million more than what Jalen got.
Correct.
But this is water under the bridge because it's way back in September. Okay, so my first reaction when I saw what Jalen got was, yeah, it's a good deal. And it sounds good if you extrapolate it out with the totality of it. You say, he's the highest paid player in the history of pro football. Way to go, kid. You did it. And you earned it. And I believe you will continue to earn it. But when I look at Deshaun's outlier of a deal, Deshaun got $50 million more guaranteed than Jalen Hurts. Well, it's so far out there that the bar got set so unrealistically high, but it did get set.
It's going to take more of a conventional quarterback to get this deal. I don't believe Lamar. I don't believe Lamar is the guy that's going to reach that's going to pole vault that bar.
I got it. You're talking about dual threat or whatever.
Look, Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert are coming. Let's see what they get.
Especially Joe Burrow. To me, he's a little more decorated than Justin is. Still not completely sold on Justin Herbert. I'm sure they are, but you saw what happened in Jacksonville in that playoff game.
And plus, you got dealing with two franchises, Skip, that's been known to be relatively.
Yes, that is correct. It's a very good point. So let's see how that shakes out. But Jalen, like Lamar, is known as a dual threat. He's going to run some, but both of them can just throw the hell out of the football. To me, Jalen got way better than he was in the beginning. He worked hard. He got in, as you say, the lab in the offseason. He turned himself into not just a good thrower. He's a very good thrower of the football. All Lamar did was win the MVP by throwing darts all over the NFL.
Threw 36 touchdowns.
36 touchdowns that led the league. That's all I need to know. Period. Game over. Next. Time to pay. Didn't pay, didn't pay, didn't pay. Obviously, they're fearful that he can't stay healthy. He wasn't able to finish the last 2 years, but I guarantee if he'd had a deal, he would have finished this past year. He just would have. And you were the first to say, don't risk it. If they're not going to validate you and back you up and guarantee you some money, well, just don't risk anymore. So he didn't. Is he taking a hit around the league for that? I don't know, maybe. But the point is that the Ravens, we're still in that 3-year ballpark, and there's some meeting of the minds here to be had if you had the correct representation, if you had a mediator on your side who had an open line of communication with the Ravens. You know how these things work. If you have an agent they kind of like, they get along with, that the owner kind of gets a kick out of and doesn't mind having a beer and nachos with, that's how you get deals done.
But also, Skip, your agent has an open line of communication with the 31 other teams.
And whatever. Yes, I agree. But it feels like, because he has been tagged, albeit non-exclusively, which I thought was disrespectful to Lamar, but because of that, you and I both are coming full circle back to, well, it sounds like the best deal is to be had by staying in Baltimore.
Correct, yes.
But to your point, the blood feels so bad now. It just feels like Lamar is such a proud young man, and I have high regard for that. But once you have that much pride and you feel like they stuck it to you, it's like it feels the bridge has been burned.
Yeah, it does, Skip, because guess what? Jalen Hurts got his money. Howie Roseman said, we're going to give him his money. Hey, go, we done.
Okay.
And we saw Deshaun got the money from...
Was there any bad blood or rancor in those negotiations? No. It was just rubber stamped. How about this? How about this? Okay. You know.
Jalen's looking at, hold on, I was a second-round pick. You mean tell me, hold on, I put my name on the contract, you get 110. I'm going to make 126 in 13 months. Are you for real?
Yeah. And trust me, the Eagles think it's relatively team-friendly. They think it's okay because they didn't have to guarantee $250 million.
But here's the thing, Skip. He's 24. He'll turn 25 a little later. He's going to be back at the table.
He will. You're fine.
At 27.
Fine, because to your point, when you boil this thing down, it's pretty much a 3-year deal in which over 3 years he's going to get $180 guaranteed million. It's pretty great money. It's not Deshaun money. But nobody, let's see if Burrow can get that because I don't know if he can. You got notoriously cheap and you got Chargers notoriously cheap. I don't know.
The thing was, Deshaun hadn't even started the 4-year deal that he had, the extension that he agreed to in Houston. And you put money on top of money that he hadn't even received yet.
And for the record, he had some baggage that you had to deal with, right?
Yes.
And it was pretty serious baggage.
Yes.
Okay, so what are you doing in Cleveland? Well, they were so starved for a quarterback. They said, we got to go get him.
Mm-hmm.
And who's bidding against you? Is Atlanta or New Orleans? No, it's you. It's you. You went there.
Right.
And you, quote unquote, wrecked the salary structure for the whole league because everybody's having to deal with you.
Yeah, but it's those 31 other owners says, look, we're not going to pay for the mistake one made.
No.
He made that mistake. He has to live with that. That's something that he can deal with. Guys, just because he made a bad decision, we don't have to be lemmings and just jump off the cliff along with it.
Yeah.
And so you see what they're doing. They're trying to correct the market that Jimmy Haslam messed up.
Okay. All right. I got it. All right. Bottom line. Do I believe that Lamar Jackson is a little better quarterback than Jalen Hurts? I do.
Okay.
I do. I love Jalen's intangibles. I've told you before. I'm talking leadership. I'm talking about playmaking. I'm talking about whatever all those great intangibles are that go into making a winning quarterback. He got them to the Super Bowl. And by the way, he played great in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He just played great. I don't know. He made one mistake. He lost the handle, and it lost the game, basically, right?
Yep.
But he played great, so it's not like he didn't live up to what he did in the regular. No, he lived up.
Yeah,
he validated.
He
right?
absolutely did, yes.
Okay, so he's a keeper. He's a long-termer. I believe he can stay healthy because he plays smart football. Does he need to run with the football some? Sure, some. Just some. But that's just to keep him honest.
Right. And sometimes, Skip, you get so caught up like, well, the CEO at ExxonMobil, he probably makes more than the CEO at Dollar Tree.
Yes.
Just because we're CEO, that doesn't mean the pay. I'm a starting quarterback.
Yeah.
You're a starting quarterback. I should get the same as starting quarterback A because I'm a starting quarterback and over here at B.
Okay.
That's not how it works. Because clearly the Eagles we value Jalen. We ain't got no problem. Ms. Lynn, I'm sure Nicole, I think her name Nicole Lynn.
Yes.
They probably got together. They probably started talking about this late. And then they go to the combine. It's like, okay, what are we looking for? How can we give him the maximum money, but keep it structurally where we can go add pieces if need be?
Yes, correct.
Well, what do you think about that? And she's like, well, can we get to here? Can we get to this number? Because I don't want Jalen to feel like, I want the market to keep rising, but I don't want Jalen to feel like he's been had. So this is something that Jalen says, I can live with this.
Okay, so team is happy. Jalen, I'm pretty sure, is very happy, right?
Yes.
And the Eagles are happy as an organization, and the team is happy, and the locker room's happy, and here they go.
Right.
It's the flip side of what's happening in Baltimore.
It is.
Whew.
It is. It's a bad situation in Baltimore.
Bad situation. It's hard to watch.
It is hard to watch, guys, and for Lamar's sake, I hope this comes to a speedy and positive resolution. Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.